Gentlemen, picture this. The person you poured your time, energy, and emotions into now leaves you on scene. You've become optional, a backup plan. And you know exactly why. Because you made yourself too available, too predictable, too easy to take for granted. Here's the brutal truth most men never hear. If someone doesn't miss you, they never truly valued you. But what if you flipped the script? What if your silence made their heart race at every notification? What if your absence kept them up at night, replaying every moment, wondering where you went? In this video, I'm breaking it down. How to turn your absence into your most powerful weapon. How to kill over-availability and create real scarcity, and how one calm, deliberate withdrawal can shake their entire world. If you're done being taken lightly, if you're ready to raise your value so high they feel the burn of losing you, stick around until the end, because at the close, I'll share one game-changing secret that can rewrite your entire approach to relationships forever. Lock in, open your mind. This might be the turning point you've been waiting for. Have you ever cared for someone so deeply that their mornings felt empty without your good morning text? Their nights quiet without your voice checking in? How was your day? What did you eat? How are you feeling? Those small, consistent gestures become habit. They become need. Then one day, you stop. You pull back that steady presence. Silence descends. Not dramatic, not angry, just absent. And in that quiet, their soul feels the void, become indispensable, then quietly withdraw. No arguments, no explanations, just fade from the foreground. Watch what happens. Their heart races at every notification, hoping it's you. Every call feels like it might be your voice. This isn't manipulation, it's reality. People only truly understand your value when you're no longer there. The absence begins to ache when they see friends laughing and remember your humor, when a song plays and your words echo in their thoughts. When solitude hits hardest, your missing presence cuts deepest. That's where the real restlessness starts, the kind with no quick fix. Stoic philosophy teaches us this clearly. The most powerful way to make someone feel distance is to first immerse them in your constant presence. They begin to take you for granted, assuming you're always available, always there at every turn. But when you go silent, the emptiness speaks volumes. That's when realization dawns. That's when they question themselves. What have I lost? Your silence becomes their unrest. The person who once texted 10 times a day now craves even a single sign from you. The one who shared every detail now talks to themselves in the emptiness. While you were there, they never grasped your true worth. Now that you're gone, they relive every moment you invested in them. The most dangerous turn in any connection is over-availability. When you're always there, they turn it into habit. Habit becomes entitlement. Entitlement becomes taking you for granted. Stoic wisdom is direct. Master your emotions. Don't hand yourself over completely every moment. Because if you're always available, they'll never miss you. Sometimes creating space is the deepest spark of attraction. When you pull back, they start wondering, have I lost my place in his life? That question eats at them from the inside. They scroll old messages. They search for your laugh in past conversations. They lie awake, wishing you'd return, but you don't, because you've leveled up. You know your value now. You understand that true appreciation only comes when you withdraw and let scarcity do the teaching. So here's what you do moving forward. 1. Stop giving everything instantly. Make your time, your energy, your presence valuable and selective. 2. When you sense they're taking you lightly, create distance, calmly, deliberately. 3. Then observe how their world shifts. You're not trying to hurt them. You're simply showing them the reality. Life without your steady masculine presence feels hollow and quiet. When you become their quiet necessity and then step away in silence, they spend days and nights consumed by thoughts of you. As the Stoics understood, your absence is often your greatest influence. Have you ever considered how much inner depth you must cultivate before you can truly meet someone's gaze? The world rushes by, everyone shouting for attention. But the man who commands respect through quiet presence holds real power. This isn't just about relationships. It's about who you become as a man. Build such depth within yourself that others can't even measure its surface. You claim space in their mind, not through noise, but through calm authority. You don't shout, you resonate. Stoic philosophy teaches, work on yourself until your inner peace becomes someone else's unrest. Become so grounded, so centered, so unshakable that others feel their own turbulence in your stillness. Your calm presence feels like shelter. People seek you out because around you they feel regulated. But when you're gone, they face their own chaos, and it terrifies them. Because that depth, that stability, isn't easy to find elsewhere. True depth isn't performed, it's felt. You don't need hours of talking. A steady look, a thoughtful pause, a quiet smile can shake someone to their core. When people lose themselves, they search for someone who is whole. Depth begins with self-mastery, not reacting to every provocation, not turning every feeling into an outburst. Staying silent yet saying everything through restraint. Stoicism is clear. Master your emotions, or someone else will pull your strings. In relationships, this depth shows up powerfully. When you're with someone, they start to understand themselves better, not because you lecture or judge, but because you listen deeply. In a world full of noise, the rare man who reaches the soul without words stands apart. Your calm mirror reflects their inner storm. They don't fear you, they feel exposed to themselves. 3 practical ways to build Stoic depth. 1. Daily self-reflection. Every night ask, where did I hold my frame today? Where did I maintain control? 2. Embrace silence. Reserve at least 1 hour a day for pure observation. No speaking, just presence. 3. Practice emotional neutrality. In any interaction, avoid extremes. Mirror their energy with calm composure. When you reach this level, their own voice starts to unsettle them, because your peace exposes their unrest. They ask, why am I so agitated when he's so centered? That's when your influence truly begins. You become the thought they can't escape, without ever raising your voice. Impressing people is easy, occupying space in their mind without effort. That's mastery. It only happens when you carry real depth, depth so profound that chaos calms in your presence. Remember, the man at peace within himself becomes the source of others' unease. Cultivate that depth so completely that even their strongest turbulence dissolves in your calm. There comes a point when words are no longer needed. Your silence becomes the most powerful response. People assume impact requires volume, but the deepest influence often arrives without sound. Stoicism reminds us, speak less so the world feels you more. In a noisy age where everyone has an opinion, your silence creates unease. Not responding is a response, and often the heaviest one. When someone pushes for a fight and you simply smile and stay silent, they unravel. They were conditioned to your reaction, to explanations, to arguments, to concessions. When none comes, they collide with themselves for the first time. Stoic wisdom. Know yourself before you give yourself away. If you surrender in every debate, every moment, you'll be emptied, respect gone, energy drained, identity lost. But when you master silence, you reclaim your power. Your quiet unnerves because they remember the old version of you, the one who always engaged, always accommodated. Now you listen, you observe, you choose silence. And that's where their discomfort begins. This silent strength isn't for everyone. Silence doesn't mean you have nothing to say. It means you no longer need to prove anything. The Stoics knew. Those secure in self-understanding don't hunger for validation. You stop chasing approval, waiting for messages, compromising your standards. You've internalized your worth. And that quiet certainty keeps them awake. What does your silence make them feel? They wonder, have I lost something irreplaceable? Guilt creeps in. Did I cause this shift? Restlessness builds. They were addicted to your presence, your responses, your energy. Now, facing their own questions, they confront themselves. This is emotional discipline, the core of masculine energy. A real man doesn't yell. He remains composed and impacts most profoundly through restraint. Stoicism teaches, don't react impulsively. Responding isn't always required. Observe. Strengthen yourself inwardly. 3 ways to master Stoic silence. 1. Pause before replying. No matter what comes at you, wait 3 seconds. Let silence become your weapon. 2. Turn energy inward. Anger rises, channel it inside. Pain hits, hold it there. Observe instead of explode. 3. Amplify your presence. Enter a room and let your vibe speak. Not words, energy. The power of silence forces others to wrestle with themselves. When you're quiet, they ask, what did I do? Did I cross a line? Will he return? That's when your value soars. You don't owe a response to everything. You don't need to win every debate or prove you're right. That's weakness disguised as strength. Real power belongs to the man who says everything by saying nothing. Stoicism means forging inner strength so unbreakable that externals can't touch you. When you reach that place, your silence becomes their deepest unrest. You say nothing, and it stings the most. Learn to embrace silence. That's where your true power begins, and where their sleepless nights start. If this video hit deep, smash that like button. Share it with brothers who need this truth. Subscribe if you're serious about unlocking your real strength. New videos here drop consistently to guide you, and in the comments, tell me what line struck you hardest, or share a moment when silence shifted everything for you. I'm reading every comment. Let's connect. Are you ready to face these hard truths and step into your power? Drop yes below, and let's walk this path together.